All right, Granny. So, what I'd like for you to do now is tell me some funny shenanigans from the boys and Diane when they were kids.
The what?
Funny shenanigans from the kids. Those boys
Mm.
were always into roughhousing and meanness and.
Oh my gosh. Uh, Let me see. Uh, Diane would know more about them than me. Uh, they used to play all kind of games. I don't know. Can't think of some.
Well, Granny, you've had a good life. You've lived a good life.
Oh yeah, I have a real good life. I
You've.
got a lot of stories about the boys and girls, but I can't think of them right now.
Well, it's all right.
They did play sheriff one time, and they had the Johnny had an old hand plow that he plowed his stuff up with. They had that for supposed to be for the motorcycle or something like that. I don't know. They cut somebody's foot, I think, in the process.
What was that story about going to Maggie Valley? When y'all went to Maggie Valley and had to jump the fence, or
Oh, that was up there at Maggie Valley. Uh, we went there with Buster, my nephew, and
mm-hmm.
his wife. We all went up to the mountains for a few, several days.
Who all went?
There was me and Diane and uh, let's see, David wasn't with us. I don't think, or was he? I know Joey. That was my nephew. Dean and Douglas. I know them three was there. No, I don't believe David was with us. We went to Maggie Valley. We rode that. I rode the train up. Me and Mary Seal, and the rest of them rode up on the gondolier, the ski things. And it went to raining, and Buster uh, they bought raincoats, cheap, raincoats. And the boys bought hats, I think. I believe they did. And we got to the top of the mountain and it was raining. And they were talking about, they have a gunfight up there. They put on a gunfight. Where Joey, Dean, and Doug were that age. And they was in I don't know, they was in a store or a building or some kind, and they come out and shoot. They bought these guns and these hats, come out shooting, and they one fell over the hitching rail, and they're having a good fun gunfight. Well, farther down the road, the old man that was going to run the gunfight said the year was so and so, and then and so Buster said, "Come on, let's go." So we went anyway, and going down, we didn't wait for the bus or the train or whatever it was. They were running down, and it was raining, and they were laughing, and I was trailing along behind me in Maricel. And what was that? Uh, what happened that was so funny?
Trying to jump the
I
rail.
was trying to get over the fence or something, and I couldn't do it, and I was running. It was raining and running, and I don't know. That crowd was, but Buster got them out of there because they were putting on their own gunfight. You'd have to know them three. But anyway, that was what they laughed about because I was trying to run down and get over the fence, and the bus or something I guess was behind. I don't know. I can't remember. But they were sure had a laugh off of it.
Granny, why'd you come to the children's home?
Uh, well, after Johnny died, Darlene had just graduated from high school, and she joined the Air Force, and she was going to go to Germany, and she had to go to Fort Dix, up in New York, and so Diane came up here when she was 18 or so. Anyway, she came up here. She was up here, so Darlene said, "Mama, why don't you go up uh, to Tennessee and stay with Diane?" She said, "It'll be a change for you," because I was off from work for the summer. I was working at the schoolhouse. And so I said, "Well, that sounds pretty good." So we rode the Greyhound bus up here. And I got up here, and I went to helping Diane, I guess. I don't know. When preacher come down here and he said, what did he say? I don't remember what he said. But anyway, we didn't really say anything about working. But anyway, I come and helped Diane for the 3 months, or the time I was off from school. Then I went back to go to work. And I don't know. I just felt led to come back up here and help Diane, I guess. That was it. It was really, and I'm sure the Lord had a hand in it, but I'm saying, that was how it all came about. And we've seen a lot of girls go through. And if we helped anybody, then that's great. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Because Lord has sure been good to me. Yeah.
He gave you a good family in England.
Mm-hmm.
He gave you a good family in England.
Oh, yeah, I had a good family. Loving family. I often think how it must have hurt when I left. You don't think about it at the time, though. But I'm sure it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt this is what I was supposed to do, so I don't regret. If I helped anybody, it's been worth it. And like I said, I hope this is what the Lord wanted me to do, so.
Granny, I sure appreciate you. I said, I sure appreciate you.
Well, I love you too, baby. Like I said, if I helped anybody, it's been worth it. And I guess I helped Diane too, so.
You definitely kept these girls in line over the years.
Yeah, I did a lot of work too.
I know you did. You're definitely the.
Do you remember that time that we was down in the kitchen? We was fixing to eat. And Kim Lyons brought out some kind of roast or something and put on the table.